We lived here for 27 years, so we decided we wanted to build a house, and at that point we had a lot of very specific ideas and thoughts, and we interviewed some builders and became comfortable pretty quickly with the Moderno team. From that we moved forward and knocked our house down. We look at our lot and we love living on the lake. We have a great neighborhood, we love our neighbors, and we really couldn't think of anywhere else that we could replicate the quality of life that we have here.
It didn't need to be a big house, now that the boys are gone, but we still wanted room for when they did come back, and hopefully with others. We started out thinking we were going to remodel the old house. It was just too complicated to carve out the bigger space that we wanted.
With the new house, we wanted more of it lakeside, with the bedroom, the kitchen, and bigger windows. Primarily living on the main level was a priority for us, coming from a split level where it was up and down, up and down. This is more in line with what, we saw ourselves doing, for the next X amount of years as we live here.
I was not on board when he said, okay, here's my thoughts. How about we knock it down? What? Are you crazy? Why would we want to knock the house down? It was a perfectly good house.
It was a unique challenge because there's a lot of restrictions from the city, and certainly with Moderno's experience in the local area, that was very beneficial as we maneuvered through those challenges. For what we started with and what we expected versus what we ended up with, it's clearly exceeded expectations. From a costing standpoint, there really were not a lot of surprises. The surprises came because it was just a very difficult winter to build through. I feel like I know everything behind the walls in this house now because we have been involved. The subcontractors that worked on our house were phenomenal, every one of them.
They really have good groups of people from the years of experience, I guess. They've been around a long time.
They work well together. There was no finger pointing between contractors on this and that. I tell people these people that built our house are craftsmen. It's just really the quality of the work and the pride and ownership that they put into their projects were fantastic.
The three of them each have their role, and they each do them very, very well. I thought, we started with Ashley, and she just really listened, like, what is it you want out of your house, and trying to form that into the drawings and everything with the draftsman. Jake, I felt like, I don't know anything about house building, but you could ask him anything and he didn't laugh or go, well, that's ridiculous, But, he was always very patient and would explain things. You called him several times a day, often. I think he probably thought you were going to haunt him after the house was even built, but no, we're done. And Alex was just great. She never, she follows up on everything. She never leaves loose ends. They all have their roles and they do them well.
By working so closely together on everything, things got done right the first time. I remember getting into a discussion with myself, Jake, the owner of the cabinet company, the insulation guy, and the framer with regards to some questions, and we came up with a solution within 15 minutes because we're all just sitting there and discussing it. And I don't know how that could typically ever happen because things can get complicated, but we came out with not only a solution, but it was the right solution.
I think they're just genuine people. They're not going to make promises that they can't keep. And they really work well together. It's a good team.
All the things that you might think might be challenges in building a house, we did not experience any of that with Moderno. Bottom line, they build very good, high-quality houses.